In this video, we are going to talk about tables and how these tables can actually be useful within coworkers. So let's get straight into it. So now back to our dashboard screen, and on this you would actually be able to find tables on the left-hand side menu. So just click on tables, and there are already two tables that were created here. So now let's create another table. But before that, a table can be considered as a large live spreadsheet that can be shared by multiple coworkers for execution of coworkers as well as access of data within the coworkers as well. So let's first create a table from scratch, and then in the next subsequent videos, we can see how a coworker can be attached to a table as well. So click on create table. So let's create a table to collect product information from different e-commerce websites. So now let's call it as product information. Submit, and as soon as you created a table, this is like a blank table that was created. Now you kind of have to add the columns to this table. So it's like columns in a spreadsheet. So similar kind of concept is kind of emulated here. So now let's create a column. Let's call it as product name. Key is just a unique identifier, so I'll simply say that product underscore name. It is a type string. I won't give any default value. Let's keep it empty. The next one, let's add a new one. Let's call it as price. I will leave the column key as price, and then the type is string in this case because I wanted to also add the currency as well into the price. Now if I have to go a little bit deeper into what each of these indicate, name is the name that you wanted to give to the column. That's how you would be accessing the table column. Key is a unique identifier within the table itself. So this particular unique identifier, it can be anything that you provide, or it can be taken directly from the name as well. It's really up to you. And there are different types that are supported. So one is a string, another one is a number, another one is an array. An array can be considered as a list, and then boolean, which is true or false. If you wanted to have an object, could also be typically in simple terms, a key value pairs that you want to attach into the column. You will also be able to specify that. This is an advanced version, so we will talk about this in advanced courses of this particular product. But for now, let's stick to string, number, and boolean, which is a very straightforward thing for us to work with. And then default value, you can provide a default value, or you just leave the defaults as they are. So they might be useful for you to refer from the coworker directly. So now let's add the column here. So I'll quickly create a new one called as features. Leave it as a string, another one as summary. I leave it as string, and the other one probably, let's say, brand. Now you can also add new records into the table. You could either add it through coworkers. Coworkers can actually fill the table for you, or you can also fill it manually if you want. So in this case, I will click on insert rows. Now I can simply give the product name, price. So in this case, let's say iPhone 13, and the price in this case, let's assume 9 features, amazing features, summary, does of review, brand, it's save, and then a row has been created. And this is how you work with tables. You can also have multiple tables referring each other, so that's also an advanced concept. But for now, you can consider table as a large spreadsheet, and you can continuously keep adding columns as and when you need. It is not necessary that you need to know the data structure right away when you create the table. You can also add on the fly as well. So in the next video, we will cover about how to create the first coworker using the table that we have created here and one of the connectors that we have already created. So see you soon in the next video.